All right, hello, welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video. So today it's gonna be practice. Miss Rook's gonna do her regular speaking practice, and then Miss Rook, are you ready for your part one? Hello, I can hear you well.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great. I hear you now.
Hello?
I hear you now. I don't know why, but it was cut off like a moment ago. All right, let's do topic part one first. Let's do 94 about movies or films. It's weird that we haven't done this one. So, Mr. Do you enjoy watching movies? Why not? Movies mean like going to the cinema or watching movies on YouTube or on TikTok or on what's it called? Netflix or whatever platforms, you know. Do you enjoy watching movies? Why not? I don't know why, but I cannot hear you very well right now. It lags a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Did you say something now, Mr.
Em mới vừa bị out ra, em mới vô lại.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that question again. So, do you enjoy watching movies? Why not?
Watching movies is one of my favorite activity
Mhm.
that I love
That I
very
love
much.
to. Yes.
And Netflix watching movies can improve my emotions when I feel bad. It's sometimes it can calm my nerves. You know, when you watch good films, especially
Mhm.
uh, uh, a funny movies, a comedy movie, is make your mood better some ways, and of course, it depends on the situation when you have. It depends on your emotions. And
Right.
is yes, I I, I love watching comedies because it's quite relaxing. I don't need to think too much, such as other genres, such as mysteries um, or thriller, detectives, for example.
All right. So, do you prefer to watch movies at home or in a cinema?
But for me, interested in watching movies in a cinema
Mm.
because it's a different level compared
It's a
to
what?
a different level.
It's a different level of entertainment. It's a different
Yes,
way of entertainment.
uh, compared to watching movies at home, um, because the sounds, the uh, the feeling when you sit on a cinema and enjoys
The
your
feeling
the
that
feeling
when you are in front of a cinema, when you're in a cinema, and then
when
with a lot
you
of people, with a
cinema.
large screen, you know,
Yes, when you watch your favorite movies uh, in a glass screen,
in front of a large screen,
in
right?
front of
So,
glass
so
screens.
think about surround. It's called surround sound. It's called surround sound.
Yes, it's so lively.
It's so alive. It's actually a word you need to use. It's so alive. Nó thật là sống động. It's so
Like
alive.
it's so alive,
Sôi nổi hay là vibrant?
vibrant.
It's so vibrant or alive. Okay. So tell me, Do you prefer to go to a movie theater alone or with others?
Going theater orders in my choice, especially with my family members, because I want to share my times with my beloved ones. I think that going uh, going alone sometimes make me feel lonely,
Mhm,
and it's not my style. I
mhm.
don't want to be alone, especially when I in a bad mood. It's not
Understand.
a choice. So to boost my emotions, I will go to a movie theaters, uh, choose with my friends or my family members, and choose comedy movies to enjoy with them uh, instead of uh, instead of worried in a bad mood alone.
Okay. So, what kind of movies do you like best? I know that you mentioned like comedy, maybe horror movie, maybe nó có cái phim là phim xã hội nữa, like some social experiment or social, no, what's it called? Those movies that reflect the society or family dynamic. Cái dynamic tức là cái sự tương tác qua lại giữa các thành viên trong gia đình. So basically, family dynamic means like interactions between the different members of a same family. It's called family dynamic. Those are kind of movies about family dynamics. They are also detective movies as well. Phim thám tử, detective movies. So what kind of movies do you like best and why?
And one of my favorite movies I love the best is actions and uh, actions combined with comedy because I think that is this girl is very entertaining and the actions sense of attract attracts me a lot. I love seeing those things on the last streets when when uh people fight others fight with others and
Those are dramas. Those are called dramas, like K-dramas, Korean dramas, for example.
uh,
Those are drama, you know. All right. So what other kind of movies do you like? Like best? Yeah.
my favorite movies. I have a lot favorite movies um because when they combine with each other, it's it's make the movies better. I love a bit emotions such as dramas, some fun some funny factors such as comedy and thrillers
And thrillers, of
and
course,
thrillers.
thrillers.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's move on to a part two and part three. Oh, let's see. What do we have here? Now, I want you to do something like newer. Like, for example, There you go. Have we done this one before? Describe a time when you forgot or missed an appointment. Have we done this one before?
I think we didn't.
Okay, let's do this one. Describe a time when you forgot or missed an appointment. You should say when it was, what kind of appointment you forgot or you missed, and what happened afterwards. Were people very angry at you, or something like that? Or how you solved that problem and how you felt about it. And part 3, it's of course about reminding people about forgetting. What do you think of people who use calendars? Is calendar or calendar? It's calendar.
Calendar. Calendar. Calendar.
It's calendar. So what do you think of people who use calendars to remind themselves of things? Em nghĩ gì về những người mà sử dụng lịch, các loại lịch để mà nhắc họ về thứ này thứ kia? Like, is it a good way? Is it because they cannot remember things very well? Is it an effective way to remember things? Calendars here can mean calendars that physical calendar, những cái lịch mà vật lý, và những lịch mà trên máy vi tính. Physical calendars, and we have calendars, virtual calendar are the ones that you can find on your phone, on your laptop, on your iPad, on your smartwatch or something like that. These are virtual calendar. You should talk about them. Now, how do people who are busy remember things they need to do? Of course, they write things down, or maybe they set appointment. Maybe they set an alarm, or maybe they just write down memos. Write down memos, or basically they set an alarm, so that their phone will alert them. So basically, the phone will alert them about those they need to do. And think about those methods. Do you think they are effective? Is there any other better way? And do you think people should remember family history? Family history, lịch sử của gia đình. So of course it includes the pedigree. Pedigree. Cây phả hệ. A pedigree. You check it. Oh my god, the net tonight is quite bad. A pedigree is a list of parents and other relation of animals. Danh sách của những cái người cha mẹ và những cái mối quan hệ khác của một con động vật. It's a pedigree, cây phả hệ. It's a person's family history, cái lịch sử gia đình của một người. So giáo dục, education and experience, and history of an idea or activity. Cây phả hệ. A pedigree.
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 It's a pedigree. It's a family tree, the family tree. Nhưng mà nó còn nhiều cái nghĩa khác liên quan đến cái phả hệ. So the family history is basically family tree. Who's your daddy? Who's your mommy? Who's your grandparents? Who are your uncles and aunts? Something like that. Do you think people should remember family history? Like, why do you have to remember it? Is it just because of inheritance? Inheritance. Sự thừa kế. Is it just because of inheritance that we should remember family history? So did you know that how much you will have to share? So we know that how much you have to share with the other people, when someone dies, Khi ai đó chết, các bạn sẽ biết được là mình sẽ phải chia 5 xe 7 cái thừa kế đó cho bao nhiêu người. Well, that's a practical use of remembering family history, of course. Đó là một cái sự rất thực tế, đúng không? Bạn nhớ được cây phả hệ gia đình, bạn biết được là có bao nhiêu người còn sống, còn hay là chết rồi. bao nhiêu người sẽ phải chia sẻ cái món thừa kế đó với bạn. Well, it's a very practical thing, một điều rất thực tế chứ. And also, you remember who is your aunt, who is your uncle, and well, I don't know. Maybe there's other things like to know who your relatives, to know who your relatives are, biết được họ hàng mình là ai, to to not marry someone who are your relatives, để không phải cưới ai mà là họ hàng của mình. You know, to not marry someone who are your relatives. You know how bad that is, because close-blooded marriage. Is it called close-blooded marriage? I'm not so sure. Let's just say, maybe I'm inventing a term. It's a close-blooded no, it's cousin marriage. Cưới những anh chị mà trong cùng họ hàng này nọ. Close blood marriage, I think. Consanguine marriage, but I think it's the right word now. It's not close-blooded marriage, but it's cousin marriage, you know. Cousin marriage. Đám cưới giữa anh chị em trong họ với nhau. Of course, that's bad because it increase the chance of having birth defects, you know. Birth defect, nó gọi là quái thai, nó gây ra tăng cái nguy cơ bị quái thai. Increase the chance of having birth defects or genetic diseases, bệnh di truyền. You know, that's why the law prohibits or bans the marriage between I think up to 3 generations. Or about the marriage up to 3 generations. Luật pháp cấm cưới hỏi lên đến 3 thế hệ. So up to 3 generations. So it means that you are not allowed to marry your cousins. You're not. Okay. So what do you think people should remember family history? That's one problem. And also you should remember that who your enemies are, who your friends, who your family friends and enemies are. Ai là bạn của gia đình mình hay là ai là kẻ thù của gia đình mình. Well, that's important to know, you know, so that you will not end up like marrying them, you know, để mà không phải biết tự nhiên là marry kẻ thù. You know, that's Romeo and Juliet, you know. That's, and you know how it ends, right? The two family kill each other.
A bad ending.
Very bad ending. Terrible ending between Romeo and Juliet. Oh dear. Now, okay, you have some time to think about this one. All right, Miss Trúc, can you describe a time when you forgot or missed an appointment?
Yes, I remembered one time when I completely forgot about a dental appointment. First, my appointment has been scheduled for weeks in advance, a pretty long gap. So I forgot it. When the day finally came, the line staff called me as a reminder.
Yes.
Yes, and that time I remembered that, oh my God, I had an appointment, and I rushed over as quickly as I could to go to the to go to dentist, because a lion. So I didn't have to cancel my schedule, but but because uh, but I agree Grace, my turn has already passed, and I end up waiting for about 14 minutes before being seen. Uh, of, of course, as you can imagine,
Imagine, imagine.
imagine waiting that long time wasn't pleasant at all.
It was never pleasant, yeah.
Yes, it turns into small but valuable lesson for me. I
Hmm.
realized how important it is to check my schedule regularly or set reminders
Regularly.
regularly.
Vào nha, regularly.
To check my schedule regularly,
Regularly.
regularly, regularly, or set reminders so I don't miss things again. Luckily, this was just a minor convenience
Hmm.
and didn't have any serious consequence, but it definitely taught me to be more organized about appointments.
Okay. Okay, very good. Now, so what do you think of people who use calendar to remind themselves of things?
I appreciate people who use calendar to remind themselves of things. Um, because they there are many benefits when people do that. Use calendar can can help people to remember uh, things organized.
Mm.
Yes, before an event happens, uh, they can set exactly schedule to
Sorry, they can set on what?
uh can set uh exactly exactly
They can
date
set an exact
it's an exact date.
date. They can set an exact date. Đặt ra
Yes,
một cái ngày tháng chính xác. They can set an exact date. Yeah.
yes, to ensure that they don't miss or forgot their important events. There are many types of calendars in use, such as apps or a real calendars on their table. I have uh, uh, and it's very convenient to use apps for remember things because they have notifies buttons
Yeah.
when yes they remember they remind people when the days comes even a day before. Yes, so people don't have to remember all things by they heard. It's quite difficult for people to remember everything nowadays because they can be very busy with their tasks and uh and sketch and advanced
Mhm.
schedule and a schedule is advanced should be
Schedule in
set.
advance. Yes.
Yes, set.
Anything else? All right. So in advance, so they will not have a problem with missing out on like they will not have a problem of missing out on important appointment, right? Well, that's the danger. You miss out on important appointment, you lose your job, you will not be successful in life, something like that, you know. So how do people who are busy remember things they need to do? What do you think?
Busy people usually can't rely on memory alone, as I said above. Too many things need to remember.
Well, there are many things you can remember. Can you name a few? Okay, but the question here focus on how do people who are busy remember things they need to do. Yeah. Like for example, people who have to work several jobs, you know, người phải làm nhiều việc một cùng lúc đó chẳng hạn. Right.
Yes, people can use tools and systems to remember what they need to do, such as calendar, digital or paper are both good for setting of time, specific events like appointments. They can also note. They can also note important things with related their future related to their important events to remind them. Yes, but says that reminders and alarms are convenient and useful tools for actions on time actions, or timeline actions.
Okay.
Besides that, I think that busy people should strengthen their mental remembers skill.
You mean they should strengthen their memory, right?
Yes.
Strengthen
Yes.
their memory.
Their memory. Yes.
Làm mạnh lên cái trí nhớ của họ. They need to strengthen their memories, but there's something called memory exercise, you know.
Yes.
There are memory exercises they can try, and also they have calendars to help them, you know. I think that's the most important thing, to have a calendar to help them, because otherwise it's impossible to remember everything, you know. Some people, they are rich enough, they have their personal advisor, người tư vấn riêng, người tư vấn cá nhân. They have their personal advisor or secretary, you know. Secretary, thư ký riêng. They have their own secretary, you know, if they can afford it. So what do you think about those methods? Em nghĩ gì về những phương pháp đó? Like, is it effective? Is it not effective to help them remember things they need to do? Like something like that, you know.
To some extent, I believe that those methods are useful and effective. But I believe that when when mentioning to this to these problems, people need to apply strategies.
Need to write strategies
to make sure they remember necessary things And yes, and says others importance things aside. For example, they have to have their prioritization.
Sorry, they have to have their own priority. Không phải là
Priority, yes.
priority.
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 Yes.
Priority.
They
Sự ưu
have.
tiên thôi, phải biết sự ưu tiên thôi. They have to have their own priority. Cái prioritization nó là một cái từ khác nha. It's a different meaning. So where's it? Prioritization. It's a different word. They have decide which group of things that are most important. You deal with them first. But I don't think it's the right word. It's not even in here. There has to be a prioritization of a project. Cần phải có một cái sự ưu tiên của những cái dự án. So, but the right word here is priority, you know?
Priority, yes.
Yes, priority here. Okay, now let's come back to the question. Now, let's answer the most difficult question here that you can expand a lot on it. So do you think people should remember, do you think people should remember family history? You can use the thing that I wrote over here, you know?
Yes. It's great to remember family history, especially in people are in a family with a long time background with strategies that includes several people, several generations who they live together. I think that sometimes people feel beloved when others remember their important events, such as birthdays, wedding days, ceremonies.
Yes.
Yes. And when people remember those occasions, it shows that they truly care of each other.
They really care about each other. They care of each
Yes.
other. I think care about. Yeah. And also nó có một cái là nó củng cố cái sự mà đoàn kết của một cái gia đình. It's consolidate. You know, it comes from the word solid, you know. Consolidate. It consolidate. Củng cố lại, làm cho nó đặt lại solid. So it consolidates the family unity. Unity it's basically sự đoàn kết, sự hợp lại là một. Uno là một, số một. Unity sự đoàn kết. It consolidates the family unity. That's a great thing, you know, because you don't want your family members to not know each other, and whenever there's a problem they can come over and help each other, you know. So it's like a
yes.
Okay, anything else? There's a problem. There's also a problem of marriage, you know. I think I told you before.
One thing that I want to mention here is the role of family history in health care. You know, because people because there are many health problems related to related to families genetic risk.
Exactly, it's called genetic risk. Genetic risk, những nguy cơ về di truyền.
Yes. Just as the reason why
Down
the law
syndrome, for example. Down syndrome, for example. Syndrome. Nó là hội chứng Down. Or there's also a lot of syndrome. What's it called? Hemophilia. Một trong những cái mà nó nổi tiếng nhất thôi nha. Hemophilia. Hemophilia. It's basically bệnh ưa chảy máu.
máu khó đông hả?
Máu khó đông. Cái bệnh này cực kỳ là phổ biến luôn á. Hemophilia is actually very, very common among the generation, among the general public, you know, especially among the royal family. Những gia đình hoàng gia là đầy nhóc luôn á. In royal families, a lot of people who have hemophilia, you know. Okay, what else do you want to talk about genetic risk?
Yes. I want to mention that it is a reason why there is law to prohibit people in three generations to get marriage. Because genetic risk can cause detrimental consequence. It's is affect it affects health of future generations.
Yes.
Yes. And some dangerous disease such as
dangerous diseases
such as heart disease and cancer are usually related to genes.
So heart diseases, chữ A kéo dài. Heart diseases are generally related to genes. Genes. Okay.
But not everyone wants to remember their family histories for some reasons. Sometimes because of painful events in the past or traumas, for example. In those cases, I believe that focusing on the present and building their connections with each others can be more important.
Exactly, I think so too.
Yes. Family history is quite important, but it doesn't mean only solely doesn't mean a solely value that should be preserved. Yes. So I think remember family history can enrich people's life, strengthen their bond, but each person decides how much of it to carry forward.
Okay. Now, okay, I think it's good enough for this topic. Now, it's good practice. Now, let's move on to another one. Wait a moment. This is 198. Let me just write it down. No one to forget. 198. Okay. All right. Let's do 199. Describe a time when you succeeded in doing something that was difficult. Succeeded. You should say when it was, what it was, why it was difficult, and how you handled it. How you handled it. How you handled it. How you handled it successfully. How you handled it successfully. Làm thế nào mình đã xử lý nó một cách thành công được. How you felt about it. Một thời điểm bạn đã thành công trong chuyện làm cái gì đó mà nó khó lắm. Okay, part 3, like, okay, something difficult, which can be an entrance exams, for example, to a difficult university, for example. An entrance exam to a very difficult university, for example. Khi đầu vào với một cái trường rất rất là khó nha. It could be a very difficult thing to do, but you succeeded, for example. Now, what kinds of jobs require people to be confident? I think mostly the kind of jobs that require you to be in the public eye, ở trước con mắt quần chúng. To be in a public eye, for example, in Vietnam they call it KOL, but in other countries it's called social influencers. Social influencers, những người có ảnh hưởng xã hội. Well, I'm not so sure if it's a real job, you know, but there are jobs like the thing that you have to be in front of the public all the time. For example, Master of Ceremony. You know what it is? MC. Người MC gọi là Master of Ceremony. Cái người mà chủ trì nguyên cả cái nghi lễ đó. The Master of Ceremony. Ceremony. Master of Ceremony. Người dẫn chương trình. Master of Ceremony. Or singer. Or dancer. Or any kind of perform arts, you know, performing arts, performance art. Bất kỳ loại hình nghệ thuật và trình diễn nào. Actors or actresses, you know, something like that. And think about a job, any job that require you to be in a public eye, you have to be confident, you know. Ủa mà nói như vậy mấy người mà quét rác cũng public mà, họ đâu cần phải confident đâu. You know, well, actually they do not need to be recognized by people, you know. Mấy cái công việc đâu cần phải được nhìn ra, con người ta nhận ra mình là ai hay gì đâu, you know. You do not need to be confident in that. Anyway, think of that. Now, what challenges do young people face today? A lot of challenges. Think about the Gen Z, you know. Generation Z challenges. Think about the fact that their job requirements are more harsh and the pay isn't good. Of course, the pay is never good, you know, but the job requirements are more harsh than the previous generations. Cái đòi hỏi công việc của những thế hệ trước nó đơn giản hơn nhiều nha, so với Gen Z luôn á, thiệt sự nó thiệt là vậy luôn. That could be one reason, you know, I think, and the pay, of course, is never good. And so think about mental health issues. Cái vấn đề này rất nghiêm trọng đó. Mental health issues are becoming more and more dire, become more and more dire or very severe, you know, very severe. Nó rất là nghiêm trọng đó. Very serious issue these days. You hear people killing themselves from time to time. You know, there are people committing suicide. People committing suicide from time to time. Suicide. People committing suicide from time to time. Mình nghe tin lâu lâu có người tự tử. People committing suicide from time to time. It's because of mental health issues. But one more problem I can think of is the growing debts. The growing debts that the young people have to pay. Những khoản nợ ngày càng lớn dần của người trẻ, nợ nhiều lắm luôn á. You know, a lot of people, they just keep on like taking loans from the bank. They just keep taking loans. O-N đó. Taking loans from banks. You know, it takes many years to repay. Muốn trả lại tốn nhiều năm lắm. And then what else? Well, these are some of the difficult challenges that young people face today. But of course, they also face discrimination. Sự phân biệt đối xử đó nha. Phải không đâu? I think the previous generations always criticize the younger generation. The previous generations almost always criticize. Chỉ trích. The latter ones. Những thế hệ đi trước luôn luôn tìm cách chỉ trích, gần như luôn luôn chỉ trích những người thế hệ đi sau luôn á. They almost always criticize the latter ones. So I don't think it's fair, you know, because every generation they have to face different challenges. Now, do young people today face a lot of difficult decisions? Những người trẻ ngày nay có phải đối diện với rất nhiều những cái quyết định khó khăn hay không? Well, it's very much related to the previous question, you know. But now it's not challenges, it's decision. Bây giờ cái câu hỏi nó tập trung vào chuyện sự quyết định khó khăn. Difficult decisions, like for example, because there are too many choices. Nó có quá nhiều sự lựa chọn. Due to globalization, you know. Do toàn cầu hóa mà. So sometimes to make decisions will be difficult. Okay, you can focus, you can expand on that. Like for example, what decisions? Decision to choose what kind of jobs to choose, what kind of places they need to work for, what kind of people they need to be in a relationship with. And there's a growing problem of what's it called? Not being ready for commitment, you know. Không sẵn sàng để cống hiến, không sẵn sàng để lâu dài á. Không sẵn sàng để đi lâu dài với một ai đó. Người không sẵn sàng được. It's not being ready for commitment. It's a huge problem these days. A lot of young people they face. Now, next question. What factors influence people's choices about difficult decisions? Like, what do they think of? Con người ta nghĩ gì về nhân tố gì mà nó ảnh hưởng đến sự lựa chọn của con người ta về những cái quyết định khó khăn vậy? This is a vague question. Câu này khá là gọi là chung chung nha. Like a difficult decision about what? Mình có thể là cho nó rõ ràng hơn là quyết định khó khăn về cái gì. Like think about relationship. They need to think about what? How long the relationship should last. Nó nên kéo dài bao nhiêu lâu? How much time and how much time, money, or effort should be spent nên dành bao nhiêu tiền, thời gian hay nỗ lực cho cái mối quan hệ đó, something like that. These are the factors, you know. Or difficult decisions about jobs, same thing. Difficult decisions about having a family, having children, you know, even if that's even more important decisions. Cái quyết định nó còn ác ôn hơn nữa. Có con, it's a difficult one. Now, next question. How do people make difficult decisions? Làm thế nào để con người ta ra được những cái quyết định khó khăn? Do they talk to their teachers or parents or their friends or their bosses or any experts? Họ đi gặp chuyên gia hay không? Hay something like that, you know? How do people make difficult decisions? Làm thế nào con người ta có ra được những quyết định khó khăn vậy? Okay, next question. On what occasions should children be encouraged? Those questions I know, I think you know the answer. What can we do to overcome the thought that everything was difficult? Làm thế nào để chúng ta có thể vượt qua được cái suy nghĩ rằng mọi thứ nó đều khó khăn như nhau thôi. Đời nó rất khó. It's a hard question because sometimes you feel down, you feel like sometimes you feel self-doubt, sự tự nghi ngờ bản thân, xem là bản thân sẽ không đạt được những điều tốt đẹp. You doubt that you don't deserve to have the beautiful things in life, something like that, you know. Those are destructive it's called self-destructive thoughts. Đó là những cái gọi là những cái suy nghĩ tự hoại ấy, suy nghĩ tự hủy cơ thể. These are self-destructive thoughts and they are very negative. Of course, how can we overcome that? Should we seek professional help? Tìm kiếm sự giúp đỡ chuyên nghiệp của các chuyên gia. Should we seek professional help from experts? You know, they know the trade, they know the problems. They're going to be able to help you. Or some people, they just go to doctors they just take pills, you know. They take pills to get better, to feel better. Those are called antidepressant. Antidepressants. Thuốc chống trầm cảm. Antidepressants. Depress, cái trạng thái depress là cái trạng thái mà bị depression, bị trầm cảm. Antidepressant chống trầm cảm. A lot of people I know, they do take antidepressants to feel better, you know. That happens. But I think that one thing that people should do is to go out in nature, and enjoy sunlight. You know, that's very important. Ra ngoài nắng để hưởng dương, hưởng ánh sáng mặt trời rất quan trọng nha. Super important. To go out in nature and enjoy sunlight. And then the next question is it easy to become a successful person? Thành người thành công có dễ dàng không? Hard question. Would you do charity when you succeed? Anh chị sẽ làm từ thiện khi anh chị thành công chứ? For me, sure, but not so sure the others, you know. Is there a lot of competition with others who try to achieve the same goal? Liệu có rất nhiều sự cạnh tranh với những người khác mà những người đã cũng ráng đạt được cùng những cái mục tiêu không? Oh wow, there's a lot of competition, of course, especially for the same goals of jobs. Cái câu này nó vây một cái chỗ, nó rất là chung chung cái chỗ đó là same goal này là same goal gì? Like, is it a goal of jobs, getting a job, or is it the same goal of getting like into university? Or the same goal of getting someone's attention or to love someone, you know? Or the same goal of winning a lottery or something like that, you know? You should split it into several cases like that. Mình tách nó ra thành nhiều cái trường hợp như vậy để mình trả lời chẳng hạn. Alright, you have some time now. Can you describe a time when you succeeded in doing something that was difficult?
I still remember the final months of high school when I had to study
Cẩn thận mấy
intensively.
cái động từ nha. Just have on the verbs here. When I had to.
I had to study extensively for the final exams in order to complete the last stage of the TRAN. One of those subjects that completely exhausted me were literature.
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 Bài âm thôi nha. Literature.
Because, yes, literature. Because it didn't follow any structure or formula. About 90% of it relied on memorization of information, so it was far from easy. I had to study day and night. The pressures of exams weighed heavily on us as students. Therefore, my classmates and I kept up with a study plan where we check information with each other every day. Thanks to hard work and mutual encouragement, I managed to get to come over the exam with a score that was actually pretty good. I don't wish to return to that stressful time, but I deeply value the experience. I believe that no one can truly grow up without going through difficulties.
Okay, very good, very good. It was a nice story, a very warm story. Một câu chuyện ấm áp. Now, so what kinds of jobs require people to be confident?
In my opinion, jobs which required people to be confident are often related to public communication. Confidence is a big factor in many careers, but in that field, I think that that is truly necessary to be confident. Just because they requires pursuing skills. And
What kind of skill? What kind of skill was it?
pursuing skill.
I don't understand that
thuyết
word.
phục.
Pursue convincing skill. Let's just say convincing skill. Persuasive. Nó là cái persuasive. Cái từ này hơi bị khó nha. Persuasive.
Persuasive
skill.
Persuasive
skills. Những kỹ năng thuyết phục.
Persuasive skills.
All right, persuasive skill.
Yes,
And what else then?
just as sales and marketing, because they have to convince their client and make their customers believe what they said. So confidence are one of the most important skill. This another job that I think they also need that these skills is teacher and trainer who have to stand in front of a public room, such as a classroom, or they have uh, to lead the contendants.
Okay.
Yes, it's mean it means they have to show their ability in front of people, many people, to persuade them do what they say or believe what they say. A job that I truly respect
Respect.
is
Respect.
respect,
Respect.
respect,
Mhm.
respect is public speaking.
Public speaking is a skill, but there's a lot of jobs that require that skill, you know.
Uh,
Có rất nhiều công việc đòi hỏi cái kỹ năng đó thôi, chứ không phải là cái job.
diễn giả
So I think it's a professional public speaker. A professional public speaker, I think.
yes.
I think there's a
Yeah.
job like that. That job is to inspire people. Cái công việc đó, cái người đó chuyên môn là đem lại cảm hứng cho người khác này nọ, you know.
Motivational speakers.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think motivational speakers.
Yes, yes, who are professional in this
Well, professional in this
skills.
skill, yeah, in this skill.
Yes.
Giống như cũng là đúng người truyền cảm hứng luôn đó. Họ được dạy cái skill đó. So basically they were taught that skill and they do it very, very, very well. Okay, anything
So
else?
what is yes.
So
There are
what-
many jobs that
okay, I think that's good enough because there's a lot of things to talk about for one question like that. So let's move on to the next one. So what challenges do young people face today? What do you think?
young people in this current world have to deal with many problems and challenges. It stems from the changings, the changings and unstable era that shaped by technology, society, and global issues.
Local issues is
Global issues. For example, instead of education and career are two problems, are two concerns that requires youngsters have to think carefully when they give decisions what plays a vital role in their futures.
They are vital in their future.
Yes, in their futures. It's, it's about academic pressures.
Academic pressure.
Academic pressures. Academic pressures.
Okay.
When
Còn nhiều cái nữa phải không đâu? There's a lot about the pressure, you know. Not just academic pressure, there's a peer pressure as well. Áp lực từ bạn đồng trang lứa. Peer pressure. Like for example, if your friends can achieve something, then you have to do that as well. Something called peer pressure, you know.
yes, you know, in many countries, education is no longer a straight path from primary, secondary, university to job. For example, people have more choices for their future career. But these things also puts a huge pressure on them with their care and influenced by the changing educational system. In the many countries such as Vietnam, educational system are changing,
Changing very fast, no?
very
But I
fast
don't think
and
Vietnam's
even
changing that much. Thực sự Việt Nam không thay đổi nhiều lắm đâu. But you are right. In other country, I can see the changes in education is actually quite great.
I want to I think about the ways the ways people choose their school, their university, and
Yes.
and there are many things that they have to adapt to the situation, such as study online when
Yes.
When technologies, AI, and new social demands.
Social demand, new social
Yes,
demand.
yes, they have to adapt these things to ensure they are
And sure.
employable. Besides that, mental health, which was not a problems in the past, now are become more
Yes, it's becoming more and more something. Nó đang ngày càng trở nên gì em?
more and stress and anxiety to concern.
Okay.
For example, stress and
My
anxiety
stress
from
is terrible these
studies,
days.
relationship. Yes.
I think the stress these days is
Uncertainty
horrible.
about the future.
Thiệt luôn á, cái stress nó càng ngày càng kinh khủng luôn. And a lot of people they suffer from mental problems, you know.
Yes. There are many people feels that they are not good enough. They degrade, self-destructive. Some people even have to take pills to feel better. in even though they are in beautiful age, they are young and energetic,
Energetic. Energetic.
energetic,
Mhm.
energetic. But some people have to seek professional help from its birth to
Mhm.
to to stress their mental health problems.
Okay. All right. So next question, it's about decisions. So do young people today face a lot of difficult decisions? Now, it's a decision they have to make, you know.
Of course, young generations today have to face a lot of difficult decisions. It's not about study. Uh, it's not just about study and future career.
Mm.
They they have many problems related to their emotional worth,
The emotional state, you mean?
emotional status. Oh, yes. Um, I believe that generations have
Have their own problem. In,
have another ways in thinking
mm,
that's different compared with people in the past, compared to people in the past, those who are older than them.
mm,
It's about the lifestyle and identity. I think they become more bec- uh, bec- become more important to them. Where with it, they have to choice about who they want to be,
mhm,
their values, their belief, and how to show their personality
mhm,
to define themselves in front of the world.
mm. And
Next,
also, when they make decisions, you have to take in consideration the peer pressure, you know. Áp lực bạn đọc trang lứa cũng nguy hiểm lắm thôi. When they make decisions, you know, people always make decisions based on what their friends, what their relative, what their family thinks, you know, something like that.
yes,
Could
it's
be
hard
hard, yeah.
just focus on themselves. People
Mm.
usually say that you don't need to think about all the success. You just focus on what you can do and
Focus on.
focus on what you can do and to be a better versions of yourself. It's, mm, it seemed quite reasonable as explained, but the real situations is difficult, is another problems when people have to compete with their peer on
Mhm.
on having a job, especially in a changing and high demand job market.
Mhm. All right, so there's a lot of difficult decisions you have to make now. So what factors influence people's choice about difficult decisions? Now let's talk about what can influence their choice when they have to make difficult decisions. Like, do they listen to the voice of their friends, the peers, or their parents, or something like that, or their lovers, you know? Cái câu này nó khá là chung chung nha. It's quite vague, so you should split it into different cases, like difficult decisions about what, you know.
I think there are two factors that influence people's choice about different decisions most. One is personal factors, what inside themselves. Yes. And one is social factors, what outside influence their decisions. Influence instead of the first factors is about values and beliefs that people have. Decisions often reflect what people believe, how they differ from right and wrong, and formed important things, meaningful things in their life, not. It also depends on their personality.
Okay, their personality is one more other factors, yeah.
Yes. Some people can be closers, but others can take risks to make a choice. Every time people feel uncertain, they can ask others for advice. But if their personalities don't allow that, they want to make it alone. Some people can do a difficult decisions without any advice.
Okay, I can't hear you now. Can you do that again?
Yes. We're talking about personality. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's begin. When talking about personality, some people choose to be cautious when they make a choice because they want to avoid uncertainty. But others, they take risks because they think if they do that, they can have a better outcomes, such as have all or nothing. It depends on personality a lot. Another factors is what come from inside a person is their past experiences.
Cái past experiences đó nó ảnh hưởng đến đời sống nhiều lắm luôn á. Past experiences actually influence their life heavily. It haunts them. Nó giống như nó ám mình luôn á. It haunts them. So basically, I was talking about past experiences can haunt. Ám ai đó. Can haunt someone for life, you know. Cả đời luôn á. And it influences heavily their choices. Like they have a fear, you know, nó một cái sự mà một nỗi sợ rất là nặng luôn á. They have a fear, a strong one, you know. That also influenced their choice about difficult decisions. Like for example, if they had experienced something difficult before, and it was a terrible outcomes, nó một kết quả nó ra rất là tệ hại luôn, they will probably make a different decisions, you know. Now, so the next question for you is, how do people make difficult decisions? Do they make it on the spot? Họ có quyết định ngay tức khắc không? Make a decision on the spot. Quyết định ngay tại chỗ. On the spot luôn, ngay tại chỗ luôn. Or do they, after some time to consider, you know, sau một khoảng thời gian để cân nhắc? Or is it like they have to take advice from so many people before they come to a decision, something like that? You know, a lot of people, they decide differently.
Yeah, I know. But in comment, I think that there are not many people make decisions on the spot. Have to experience a long term of considering to ensure that their decisions is good enough. Have to witness combinations of thinking, feeling, and accumulating advice from others. The first stage
Right.
the first stage of giving decisions is to identify the problems.
Exactly, identify the problem first. Phải
Yes.
xác định vấn đề trước đã rồi mới tính được.
Yes. First, people have to define the decisions they need to make. Understanding their rules, their actual situations, and what challenge or risk they have to deal with, to have focus on the process and make it smooth and make it smooth. After that, they have to gather information, such as collect the fact, advice related to their decisions. This might include research or ask the expert, or even their experience in the past also have them to have a general outlook. Maybe it's not suitable 100% to have them overcome the situations, but it's also assist them to make their decisions become more clear and effective.
I see.
Yes. Then they have to give decisions and responsible for the consequence may happen. Of course, every decision have their own good and bad outcomes. It's not a perfect. They are not a perfect decisions.
Perfect hả em?
A perfect. A perfect.
It might not, nó có thể không phải, it might not be a perfect decision, but
yes, it may not the perfect decision, but at that time, it was the best choice. the best thing they can do, and they don't have to regret. I believe that some decisions in difficult situation is not the best thing. People is not the perfect solutions for them, but it's the best thing they can do at the time, and it's enough. Of course, to review and a judge after giving us decisions also important, because it can be part of experience of lessons for them in the future. After acting, people need to review the result. It may not good enough, but if outcomes aren't as expected, it's become a lesson, and people learn from it for future decisions.
I think so too, yeah. People learn from their bad mistakes, from their bad decisions. I think that's the main thing. If you do not learn, you will keep making more and more mistakes in your future decisions, you know. Now, so let's talk about children now. So, on what occasions should children be encouraged? I'm sure you know the answer to this one. We have answered this kind of question several times. Mhm.
Children should be encouraged
Mhm.
in several situations because they need to be cultivate their confidence, their resilience, and
Mhm.
a positive attitude when they study journey. They have to learn and improve themselves. So their parents, their teachers, and their friends can be vital factors that help them to grow up and improve themselves.
Mhm.
When they do good things, such as they try to something new, I think
Try to what? They try to what? No, they try to what?
what they didn't do things, something new.
Okay.
For example, they explore skills, new hobbies, or new experience.
Mhm.
Yes, even if they fail at first, mm, their parents should support because of their efforts. This can raise their confidence and grow a good mindset about trying. I strongly believe that when people give their efforts on anything, they should be encouraged, especially children. In their early age, they need to be trained and teach and taught to
Okay.
focus on the process rather than just results. For example, when their parents see their efforts in studying, playing a sport, or completing a
Complete a
project
what?
and completing a project uh, a creative project in by themselves, it
Mhm.
should be recognized.
It should be recognized, and
Yes.
also people should compliment, give them compliment. Give compliment. Cho lời khen ngợi.
If compliment.
To give compliments. Okay, so what can we do to overcome the thoughts that everything was difficult? It's a mental health issue, một vấn đề mà về sức khỏe tinh thần. How can we do that? Thực sự dễ lắm. Hãy nhận nuôi mèo. Just have cats. Everything will get better, yeah? Because they love you.
Or says that uh, if uh, if you are overthinking, you can see the world difficult in everything in your life, and that's why I believe that a proper mindset is really important.
Mhm.
Not everything is difficult. People can find a light in the end of the tunnels when they have practical strategies, emotional support, and
Mhm.
the most important thing is their positive mindset. Sometimes the situations can be bad, but it's not the end. When people change the lens of their perspective, they can find they can find opportunities to learn a role rather than focusing on obstacles
Mhm.
on their life. When focus on progress, not step by step, they can
Okay.
recognize themselves first and, take a breath in it. If in case they feel this they feel discouraged, I think take a break is good. It's not make people slower than other. It's just a step to reflect themselves and think about what they should do next step. Sometimes people can feel overwhelming when they have to handle everything, and can be a very moment for people to relax themselves and
Mhm.
organize their future plans.
All right. Okay, very good.
If
So is it easy?
if
So yeah. Okay, please end that, please, and then we can go to the next question.
okay, so to overcome the thought that everything was difficult is not impossible.
Mm.
people can do it with people with other advice, with other support, advice, and and try themselves and try their best to practice resilience and patience. Yeah, that my answers for the questions.
Thank you so much. Now, so is it easy to become a successful person? It's a vague question again, because it doesn't specify what does successful means, you know? Nó không có specify, nó không nói rõ ra successful nghĩa là gì. Thành công là sao? Thực sự khái niệm về thành công nó rất là mơ hồ luôn á. You know, I think the word successful is quite subjective, you know? So what do you think?
It depends on the way people define success. Whether
Define nha. Depends on the way people define success.
It depends on the way people define success. Because success is subjective, and means very different things to different people. So easy or hard is also depends on what lens people perceive the problems, the challenges in their life, or what they can achieve. Some people focus on career or financial success. Some people define success as high status job, big wealth, and high salary or professional recognition. And achieve things requires years of education, hard work, competitions in their professional environment. So it's not easy at all. It requires many skill, and people have to adapt the changing job market. In this sense, success is usually challenges and long-term efforts. But on the other hand, another groups believe that when their personal and emotional status are enriched and fulfilled with happiness and peace, is their success in their life. Because they define success as mental well-being. They don't have to owe to many things in their life. Materialism is not their style.
Materialism, you mean là chủ nghĩa thực dụng. Materialism is not their style.
Yes.
Okay.
They focus on happiness, strong relationships. These goals may not require high status or wealth, but it saves self-awareness.
All right, good.
People just want to improve themselves as much as possible and efforts in personal growth. That is their success. There are many kinds of success. So I believe that people have their own answers for these questions.
Mhm. All right, so I think we can end here now. So you don't need to answer the other two, though. It's already time. Good practice for today, All right, good. Okay, let's end it here. So on Thursday, we should do writing,
Yes.
a new one. So, okay, I'll see you by then, right?
Good night, teacher.
Okay, good night, Mr.